Mr. Secretary General, you grew up extremely poor in Korea during the Korean War. Can you talk about what led you to a life of diplomacy? You said since you were 13, you declared that diplomacy was what you wanted to do. How did you end up seeing that as the career path for you?
As you said, Korea was totally destroyed after Korean War. I was one of many poor children at that time, but we were very hungry. At the same time, we were hungry and thirsty for education, to learn more about the world. When I was a high school student, I had the privilege, very rare privilege and invaluable opportunity of coming to the United States at the invitation of American Red Cross Society. As you know, I was a chairman of a Red Cross club in my high school, and I was selected as one of the Korean representatives. This was a group of about 100, a little over 100 young people from more than 40 countries. The most inspiring moment for me was to have an opportunity of visiting White House and met John F. Kennedy. He was looking across a group of people, and he said that, look, people in this world are not getting along well, but you, young people, you can get along well. And there are no national boundaries. The only question is that whether you can extend your helping hand to many people who are in need of such need. At that time, I thought that I should do something for good, for the country, for my country, which was very poor. I decided to engage in public service. That's why I became a diplomat of Korea. Then when I became a foreign minister and knew more about the world, I thought that I'd better seek for a job for the better world and greater world. This is why I'm now honored to serve as the Secretary General of the United Nations.
Did you ever at any time consider doing something different in the private sector? Your dad had owned a warehouse that went bankrupt. You had lived with very little means. There must have been I would think there would be part of you that at times said, I'm going to go get a job, I'm going to work, I'm going to own some business somewhere? Or was it always government and work and helping other people? You know, it's one thing for at 13 to have this goal, but then at 19, sometimes those idealistic moments shift and you change focus.
When I was a middle school boy, the principal of my middle school at that time told us that you students, boys and girls, you set your aim high and try to achieve it step by step. While you have high aims, you should put your 2 feet firmly planted on the ground and step by step. That has given me a clear idea how I should work to achieve my goals. When I set my goals to become a diplomat, I just walked toward that direction. Frankly, I didn't think about joining other business. Now that I'm Secretary General, dealing with many different issues, even I'm meeting a lot of business CEOs. Yesterday, I met the world-class business CEOs talking about climate change and sustainable energy. I was wondering, had I sought some other career path, would I have been, or could I have been successful as they were? But I'm proud that I'm working for the peace and development and human rights of the world. This has been my dream, and I'm happy that I'm able to contribute even modest way to world peace and development. Yeah.